squat. Drop the weights.
What happened? Help, I fought
I fell off my ball.
Push your back. I fought it, kind of.
Okay, so we just got done doing 2 workouts today because that was what was on the docket. We did hammer, total body hammer, and 10-minute ab hammer. So the total body hammer is, somebody's been we've been having questions, are you ever gonna lift heavy weights? Today was heavy weightlifting day, was one of them. We've actually looked ahead to a bunch of the other workouts, and it looks like the hammer strength, and there was another one. Yeah, the next 3 workouts we do with Seguin will be heavy lifting. Unique heavy lifting though, today was 10, 8, 6, but it's one weight, you choose one weight to do the 10, the 8, and the 6, and it's very limited break in between. So you're not gonna go and grab 100-pound weights and start putting those up and then take a 15-second break or maybe only 10-second break, and then you're doing your next set. So, but he wants you to grab as heavy a weight as you possibly can for those sets. And you do everything, so every move you might see on the workout that we just showed you, you're gonna do that twice. So it's 2 rounds of everything. And then the abs, that was a really good ab workout. We both, neither one of us finished the entire ab workout, that's for sure. We'd cut out about 45 seconds in. It's 1 minute of each move. And about 45 seconds in, you're like, oh my goodness. And so I think I might have made it through the first move, and after that, I struggled. So very good ab workout, and a lot of stuff on the obliques, a lot of twisting, a lot of stuff we haven't done before, some new moves that, you know, mountain climbers were the same, but there was some new things with the toe tapping and kind of like ideas from other workouts we've done, but new. You know, like Abernome was it was like an Abernome from P90X2, but you're tapping your feet in different spots. So it was kind of a good workout.
Yeah, I agree with Philip.
Very good workout.
Yeah, I was really excited to finally have some weightlifting thrown in because that first week I was really kind of on the fence about the program and didn't know for sure if I was gonna even be able to stick through the 60 days of it. So I was glad to kind of look ahead the other day and kind of look and see that all of the Hammers programs from now on is going to be weightlifting. Like Philip said, it is going to be unique, different kinds of ways. So today I utilized the bench on everything. He used the ball from almost everything.
Yep. The second time through on the foot up Bulgarian squats, or like split squats, I used the bench because that takes a lot of balance on that ball, so it made it a lot more difficult.
And the modifier for that doesn't use the ball.
No.
She just does a regular split squat. So.
Oh, well, God bless you. And we don't cut our videos, so that's in there. You get all of that.
Anyway, I didn't use anything over. I think the heaviest weight I used today was a 20. And that was for
Chest press? 25s
no,
and
I used
chest press?
25s, and that was for chest press and for the squats. And then on just about everything else, I used either 15 or 12, and then I only used a 3 on the reverse delt fly because, like I said before, I'm still kind of struggling with a little bit of an issue with my rear delt. I injured it last week, so it's still healing, and I don't want to push it. And even today, doing the regular incline flies, as you're coming down, you're using your rear delts to kind of keep it in form. So I could feel it there. So I took it a little bit easier today, but I was super excited. I did really enjoy today's workout. The first round, like Philip was saying, you do it twice. So you do 3 moves, and then you come back. So it's like a circuit. And then he does tell you your second time through to try to up your weight. So whatever you use the first time, he says, try to go up a little bit more, beast up, but I couldn't today. I might have been able to on some of it, but the problem that I had as well I was going to throw in there is not only do you have limited rest, but he doesn't ever let you drop the weights. So whatever you pick,
those forearms start to burn after a while.
yes. So
Grip strength.
which I don't want because I already have pretty big forearms for a female anyway, and I don't really want them getting.
You don't want Popeye?
No,
Forearms?
but I have some pretty big forearms, man. But it's because doing all the heavy lifting. So what I will say is I have hooks, so I will probably start using my hooks if we do this one again. Or I'll have him ready just in case he has you do something like that, because even like the 25s doing your squats, holding 25-pound dumbbells
For a couple minutes.
for the entire
Or
time.
whatever it ends up being.
Oh, your forearms are on fire, and even your triceps are on fire, which is good because you are getting a full body workout by doing even the simplistic move of holding a dumbbell. So it is still working your core to keep yourself balanced. It's working your triceps. I mean, it's working everything, so it's good. So highly, highly excited.
So we've looked ahead, and of course today's was called Total Body Hammer. But every workout that we've seen so far is a total body. But so today was legs, something that we haven't been getting a whole lot of. We got a lot more shoulders today. We got head shoulder presses.
Biceps though.
We have not done one bicep move in any of the programs, but we thought maybe they're incorporating that into all the pull-ups. We've done pull-ups every single day. So you're getting a lot of bicep work with the pull-ups. So it seems to be just
We did do one
total
bicep.
body
We
workout
did.
every day.
Remember last week?
Oh, we did do
Preacher
one.
curls.
Yeah, we did.
But it feels like you didn't because it was like 10 and you're done.
Yeah, and not only that, again, it's the first week and you're guessing on your weights and you're not sure on your weights. So sometimes you can have a wasted set, so to speak. And other times you pick too heavy a weight. Like today, I picked 35s to start my chest press because that's the heaviest weight we have here, which we probably need to get maybe some 40s, 45s, maybe 50s in here.
Depending on what they do today, you
yes.
didn't really need them any
I
heavier.
thought I needed heavier than 35. In the first round, at the end, it was burning pretty good, but I told her, I said, man, maybe I could have used 40s or 45s. So the second round, of course, I could only use 35s again. And by the time I got to 4, 5, and 6 on that last set, they were pretty tough. Yeah, so I definitely felt it. So might have been able to do 40s, but it would have been really pushing it.
Yeah, so you don't need anything extreme. And again, lots of pull-ups like Philip was saying. It's just today variations. You do a wide grip pull-up. So if you're utilizing the bands like I was, it's just important to make sure that you have a tendency as you go up to let your hands come back together. So again, a nice tricep workout was doing those with the bands, because you have to force yourself to hold it out. And even on that, he wants you to keep the tension. So again, I really enjoyed the variation today, but just make sure that you try to really keep a wide grip the whole time. The abs sucked, man. Like, bad.
She said, man, I can tell it's been a long time since I've done abs.
I don't do abs.
And it's funny because at the end of the video, he says, now don't forget, you do this whole ab workout. And he goes, now don't forget, abs are made in the kitchen.
Then why am I laying?
Now why am I laying here suffering to do these abs? But of course, you want to have some definition when the kitchen catches up where you want to be. Yeah.
Except that if you do heavy lifting, you don't need to do any ab work if your diet's on key, because you are using your core to stabilize everything you do in heavy lifting. Gotcha, beast.
Well,
I hate abs though, so that's all I have to say about that. But on a side note, I looked really fat in my video yesterday.
she ate Taco Bell.
I did.
Right before the workout. And she's standing in the mirror right before to come to do the workout. She had on, just like a sports bra and her shorts. And she looked at me and I went, oh no, what happened? And I didn't mean to say, the words I didn't mean them to come out my mouth like that. But she goes, look at me, I feel pregnant.
I was huge. Like literally, guys, I looked like I was like 5 months pregnant. And even in the video, you can see the shirts and I was sucking it in too.
She's like a snake. She eats heavy and it just goes like she ate a mouse.
But also the problem is with Taco Bell, there's a lot of sodium in it, and it's a lot of crap in it. And I really don't like eating fast food anyway. And it was like yesterday was such a horrific day. He made me eat McDonald's. Oh, I wanted to vomit. As soon as we were pulling up, I'm like,
that's right. And I
places.
chose not to eat Taco Bell. I came home as good and ate my chicken and my vegetables.
So listen to your body. Your body. It was disgusting. It was really horrific. And if I could go back and shoot myself, I would. Don't do it to yourself. It's so not worth it. And McDonald's isn't good anyway. That's what I was saying. But what I was going to go with it is, it's funny that he was saying, abs are made in the kitchen. And it is so true. About what you put into your body is how your body will appear. And I still, even though I'm 141 pounds.
She's catching me.
Oh my gosh.
I said in one of the videos, she almost looked bigger than me. Which,
I look almost as big as you in every video.
Yeah, so I was like, I still have 20 pounds on her, so I've actually...
But you're also 5 inches taller than me.
Yeah, well, so maybe her muscles are getting there.
I'm just saying, if you look at body composition wise. Anyway.
She looks good.
I wasn't feeling 100% about my body last night. The video was horrific, so if you have a problem with eating, videotape yourself when you work out. It's a great motivator when you watch your video back and you're like, oh my gosh, did you see the cellulite? Oh my. So I'm nitpicking.
On the other hand, I felt like I looked fantastic.
Anyways, so I just wanted to make a point that it's funny if you try to do a food journal. So they have a really cool nutrition program that comes with this, and it gives you some great recipe ideas, and you also use the containers. I'm not, and you're not following the container program.
In a way, we are.
Well,
portion control.
It is portion control, but we don't actually utilize the containers that they have. So it's all about macros. And I am a huge macro tracker. So if you don't have Fitness Pal, it's a free app you can get. I highly recommend it. It's an easy way to plug in everything that you eat. It can tell you what your macros are, and it shows you how much fat, protein, carbs. It'll even break it down in nutritional values and show you where you are. You can set your goals in it so you can see if you need to eat an omelet before you go to bed because you're low on your protein. Because with this one, there are, like I said, the two different forms that you can do. You can do it for weight loss, or you can do it for muscle mass. And if you want muscle mass, you really have to up your carbs and your protein, but keep your fat to a minimum.
Or if you're like me, and you're the luckiest man in the world, you have your bride cook all your food for you. And she does. She cooks all my food for me, and every day I just walk out the house with all my containers, and I just eat them. And she keeps me on track, so I don't have to even think about it. And I'm pretty good at my diet.
Yeah, because he has to eat what I make him, and he's good at sticking with it. He doesn't cheat.
I don't
But-
cheat. I'm not a sweets person much.
I am. I've got some chocolate Oreos as a Christmas present at church.
But I'm older too. You know, my metabolism's slowing down.
Mm.
I have to eat.
Anyway,
well.
where I was going with it was track your food. It's super, super important, and it's a great way for you to, even if you have a paper diary, that way you can take notations and say that, hey, after Taco Bell, I swelled up and looked like I was 5 months pregnant. Don't do that again. Or maybe you had a really good day. You can go back and say, had an amazing day, abs looked ripped. Didn't see quite as much cellulite, water retention was down. And then the same thing with the scale. I was talking to a lady earlier about what weight she should be at. And I used to be a huge pusher on if you're this tall, you should weigh this in this weight, this bracket. But now that I'm 100 and almost 42 pounds, I quite don't believe that so much anymore because I have more muscle mass than I've ever had in my entire life right now. I'm
But
probably
you're
the
also
biggest.
bulking, and that's a part of the process.
But it goes back to, I think even, we'll see, I'll start my cutting probably mid-January, end of January. So we'll see how that goes. But what I was
So
going to
by
say
the
is,
time the Beachbody cruise comes,
I'll hopefully be in a little bit better bikini shape because right now,
that's March. It gives you a couple, 8 weeks or so, 6 weeks or so to cut. Not enough time to fully cut.
no, but anyway, what I was going to say is that, I can't tell you exactly how much you should weigh for how tall you are because it's going to really depend on what is your goal. Is your goal to be just lean or is your goal to have muscle mass? Because if you have muscle mass, obviously the scale is not going to read the same as it would if you were it was fat. So I don't know, you're just going to have to, my biggest cue is to always go by how you look in video. You're going to be your best friend or your worst enemy. And also take progress pictures. Because again, you might look at yourself in a picture and go, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? I tried to blame it on the
So what kind of
panties.
video are we talking about here?
I'm just making a video, man. This is reality. I just kind of had a thought and was going with it. And
No, you said the best cue is what you look like on video.
oh,
And you said that you'd be good.
PG.
Oh, alright.
It's family-friendly YouTube. We don't cuss. We don't do any of that. We have parents and we have children that watch our YouTube channel. But anyway, take progress pictures, and I think even Beachbody is really big about if you submit your pictures, your before and your afters, then you can go into drawings. You can win money.
Mm-hmm.
They have daily, monthly, quarterly, yearly. I don't know. They have all different kinds of things that you can win money for. So go ahead and take those pictures. Do them weekly. Try to wear the same thing every time you do it. Even if you don't like how your abdominal area looks, ladies, or whatever, put a bikini on, deal with it, because you will be able to put them together and see the difference. And again, it'll go back to that's what you need to judge, not so much what the scale says. So
Yeah.
I think my entire bulking, I've really only weighed myself maybe 3 times, and I've hated myself every time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that was
Don't
all.
forget, subscribe to our channel. We're going to continue to give you updates on Masters, Hammer, and Chisel.
Yeah, but very good today.
All right.
Abs suck though, they were too hard. I didn't make it through anything.
We'll see you tomorrow. I don't remember what tomorrow is. I just remember Hammer Strength on Tuesday. So tomorrow's probably a little bit lighter day. I don't know.
I'm sure it's autumn
It's
tomorrow.
probably autumn.
Because they usually go opposites.
So she'll probably kick our butts.